Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron James is tied for the third most MVP awards all time. He's also tied for the most second-place finishes. Frank Vogel said it's a mistake to go season after season without voting the best player in the league as MVP.
They probably do, and we certainly know how LeBron feels. David, thank you. And now the Lakers starting group. They've got Kent Bazemore. Howard is out there with Anthony. And it's LeBron James. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. And for the Pistons, and this everybody getting comfortable with their role.
Well, hopefully that's been established by now, Kevin. Even this early, you'd like that to be kind of anchored in. There's not a lot of time for the feeling out process in the NBA. Once the game starts for real, they come pretty fast and furious.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Diallo comes in for Olynyk, and it's Q in for Jackson.
And you can see why Cunningham elicits comparisons to Luka Doncic. Can control the pace of the game, very high basketball IQ, and shows a maturity beyond his years.
Well, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Diallo off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Anthony, the pass to Jordan.
2 minutes.
Westbrook with it. He had 15 points last outing. Shot clock at 5. Here's none. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. And also like Doncic, Cunningham can put the offense on his back and carry it.
He could put up 50-plus numerous times in his career because he has deep range, can break down defenders off the dribble, and if you run two at him, he will immediately find the open man.
And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Inside, here's Anthony. Jordan trying to free himself up. Shot's good by Anthony. Anthony's got 8 points. Detroit with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. They get a hand on it. 1:07 left in the first quarter. Now here's Westbrook. He's guarded by Diallo. Westbrook kicks to Anthony. And he's good on the 3-ball. 11 points in the game.
Yep, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings. Knows exactly where the gap is and finds his teammate perfect.
Stewart passes to Q. Driving in. And that one is hammered home.
Incredible reverse roll down. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Here's none. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. With 1 on the clock, both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Pistons lead by 2. We'll get things started in the second quarter when... And he stands 6'9", but without question, LeBron James.
I have the freedom to call sets, whatever I feel best.
And great for all of his athletic gifts. Very few players have thought the game as well as LeBron has.
And they listed him at point guard in his 17th season. But it's all semantics at this point. He's always been the best decision maker on any team he's played on.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, What do you think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
And it's time for an injury report. Now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Dwight Howard's doing. David?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from Los Angeles' head athletic trainer. I'm being told that it is a fractured hand. While the season isn't very old, this is still distressing to hear, and somebody is going to have to pick up the slack while he's out. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for the Lakers right now, front court spots filled by LeBron and Horton Tucker. Rajon Rondo is out there with Kendrick Nunn. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Davis, of course, is a superstar at both ends of the court. LeBron James says his ability to guard anybody on the floor, 1 through 5, take the challenge to guard on the perimeter, and continue to protect the paint.
So it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Carmelo. He's checked in for Detroit. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's LeBron. Good on the bucket. LeBron's got 12 points in the game.
LeBron is somewhere in the neighborhood of about 260 lbs, and there's nothing extra there. So he can physically impose his will and flat out dominate near the rim.
We've got Isaiah Stewart. Jackson is out there with Cunningham. Then it's Olynyk, and it's Q in at the 3. That's the group for Detroit right now. The pass to Carmelo. Back to LeBron. Pass to Horton Tucker. 4 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Westbrook can't get it to go.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
The shot's good from Q.
And guys, the league has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
The Lakers in the lead. LeBron James on the wing. That one misses. And it's Detroit the other way. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. And that game concludes a 5-game homestand. Cunningham passes to Olynyk. Clark, you had excellent handles for a front court player. How much of a benefit is it for a big man to be comfortable with the dribble, with the ball in his hand?
I think it's so valuable. And now it's a dozen to a dozen big guys can put it on the ground. I mean, it used to be 2 out of a dozen guys you'd see 6, 8 or better that could really handle the ball in my day. Now it's commonplace, and it's a valuable skill. My late dad, emphasized that from the time I started playing organized basketball. Make sure you can go with the ball where you want to against pressure. If you can do that, then you'll always add value to your team as a big guy.
Back to Anthony. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 4th assist in this one. Pistons trailed by 5. Outside Jackson to the inside. Here's Q. Westbrook with the block.
Hey, the athleticism of Westbrook not only on display offensively, he can throw shots out of there too.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for Los Angeles. Here's LeBron. Nice spin off the left rim and in. LeBron's got 17 now.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group.
Substitution on the court.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. 13 feet away, and it's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
So for the Lakers right now, Russell Westbrook out there with Kendrick Nunn. Then it's Anthony. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's LeBron at the 3 slot. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
What a play there, the hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
And the Lakers making a change here. Bazemore's checked in. Westbrook passes to James. Rebound by the Pistons.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
They've got to go all out trying to force a turnover here.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Jackson. That's his first personal foul. Penalty situation.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
Kent Bazemore.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
Hey, guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And an intentional foul right there.
Cade Cunningham. That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Los Angeles.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
Hey, making history is part of Russell Westbrook's DNA. Remember when he averaged a triple-double for 3 seasons in a row?
And here are the Pistons.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
Here's Cunningham, and James pulls it down. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and for some distance.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
You know, it's really been fun watching LeBron evolve his game over the years, and being a fellow Northeastern Ohio guy, I take pride in what he's been able to do. He always seems to find a way to maximize his effectiveness on the floor and adapt to whatever he needs to adapt to be outstanding.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving, get something better.
And so the Lakers take the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And, Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you next time.